All right, well, welcome back and thanks for sticking around. Let's dive right into these next classes here. So while my personal knowledge of is fairly limited when it comes to the traditional classes, I do want to at least relay the information that is located on the ASA's website. And if you have any questions or want clarification, all the information that I'm giving you is directly pulled from the asaarchery.com website. And I found that there are some rules that you have to click on certain tabs to be able to find, and certain class breakdowns that you kind of have to track down. So that's kind of why I'm hoping that my breakdown here is going to be able to put it concisely into one video for you. And I'm going to try to break it down per class for a video, so you should be able to just scroll down to find the class that corresponds with one you're hoping to learn about or partake in. So for the Barebow and Olympic recurve class, they are following what the World Archery regulations in their book describe as being either a Barebow or an Olympic recurve. I personally am not familiar with what that says on those websites or in that world, so that may be something that if you are into that class and that's something that you want to learn more about, definitely go and research more about the World Archery and what they classify as for a Barebow or for the Olympic recurve. But as far as for traditional archery, what they have listed as for a traditional bow is either a recurve or a longbow with no wheels or cams and no release aids, no sights. You're allowed one stabilizer of no more than 12 inches from the attachment point on the bow, no overdraws, no draw checks or clickers, and one constant anchor point, and one finger must touch the nock. So that means you can't a string walk or anything to help with yardage changes. You also can have no reference marks on either the sight window, on the string, the bow itself, anything that's going to help you be able to hold over or under for your target downrange. They also want you to have all your arrows be of identical size, weight, and construction. So they need to all match and they need to be the same weight. The Barebow, Olympic recurve, and traditional classes are among the most stringent of rules in regards to what the bow can and cannot have, because while each class has its own set of rules and own set of list of things you can and can't do, traditional is highly regulated in order to ensure the class preserves and maintains its traditional feel and true roots of the sport. They want you to be able to make sure that the goal of that class is to enjoy the elementary and the history of the longbow or recurve and of the sport. So that's why they limit what technologies really can be added in. Barebow and Olympic recurve have adopted many of the 21st century technologies, such as carbon fiber limbs, aluminum risers, things like that. But they still have several restrictions on what is allowed to be added to the bow or how the shooter is allowed to execute the shots with the bow. And that's why I want you to make sure that if you have any questions regarding what the ASA refers to as far as for like World Archery rules and definitions, please go to their website, go check that out, get in touch with a World Archery coach or organization that's going to be able to point you in their direction, because I definitely don't want to give you any wrong information. I just want to pass on what the ASA stipulates for Barebow, Olympic recurve, and traditional archery. All right, well, thank you for watching, and stay tuned. We're going to hit the compounds next.